Of the Republican Talk Show and my special guest, Bo and Elliot. So where did we left off? Who wants to start?
We left off on your list.
Alright, so, on my list, I think I left off over in, I'll just start new. Social Security. Impose a Social Security payroll tax on incomes above 250,000. Did he do that, or did he not? Because I'm really wondering if he did.
I don't think he has the authority to do that.
Alright, let's change subjects. Obama is a lost man. Okay, whatever. So, you see, as I said in previous episodes, I'm not picking on one man. I don't dislike Obama because because he's black or because of socially. I dislike him because of his politics and his political views. But people say, why do I pick on one man? I say I don't pick on one man. I pick on the whole federal government, and the whole federal government is corrupt. Yes, there's Republicans in there, and there's Democrats in there, and they all mess it up. You know?
You know what the problem is?
What?
The problem is it's just become a competition. You know, it's like Burger King versus McDonald's. It's like Microsoft versus Apple. You know, it's just become.
Listen, also, I have good news. Nancy Pelosi might not be the Speaker of the House anymore. She might get pushed out.
You're like, hi, I'm Dick Johnson. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know. I watched WG.
Alright.
He's like, hi, I'm Dick Johnson. I'm like, what?
Have any of you seen the Ray William Johnson where he does the parody of the Johnson boat engine?
No.
Oh, but you know what Johnson means, right?
Yeah.
Alright, he's like, and in the commercial for the boat engine, it's hilarious. He's like, you and your friends and your. We had our laughs. Let's go back on track. Let's get this over with. So, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so as I was saying earlier about, there's this guy, and he comes on and comments on my video. He comments on two of my videos. Obama is a Muslim, and he comments on my other video of Obama has youth military. Alright, this guy, he has the nerve to come on to my channel, troll along to my videos, and what he writes down is, I just can't, I don't know how anybody can write this down. The kid is my age. He comes from Spain, alright, and his name is Power for Workers. So you can check his page out. And before
That sounds like a socialist.
What?
Sounds like a social.
Yeah, and I look at his page, and he has the Soviet Union flag on his
God.
yeah, and you know what? The
System, because the system fucked itself over in the
Of course.
1960s and onward.
Of course, but this kid over here, he writes this. So I took pictures of screenshots. I posted over Facebook. I'm going to read the first one. Let me load. All right, it says this one is for Power for Workers, and it says why you think USA citizens have been brainwashed just because they voted for the guy that you don't like. You know what I said? I said again, you are lost. You are not from this country, and you don't know anything. American citizens have been brainwashed with mindless yes we can and hope. They go deep into that they don't even know why they like Obama. In politics, it is not whether the social connection is up, but the real life rational connection. Opinions ruin politics. Foreigners should not speak of things they don't know.
Well, going back to the election.
Well, it's not like Stalin, to be honest.
Let me go. Okay, so going back to the election a couple years ago, the reason Obama got voted is because McCain really wasn't the best Republican. I think Rudy Giuliani should have came to be president because he was the
Well, alright, well, let me continue. This is the second comment he put. This is an hour later, and he puts this on my other video. He says, I tell you, I know a lot about politics. I have your same age, I think. My mother has studied politics. I am studying social work. My uncle is secretary of a political party. I know sufficient, in fact. Americans, not Americans, cause America is a continent. This guy doesn't even know how to spell, and he's from Spain, and he wants to tell me what's wrong with my economy. So continue reading. USA citizens have no idea about politics. They're only like robots. They repeat and repeat what their owners program to them. And I don't care if Obama is a Muslim. You live in the country of freedom, no? Let him be free. And this is what I said. Here's what I said. I like what you say, but you can't see that we are different. You said in the other video that why you think American citizens are brainwashed. Now you contradict your own words. You seem to be missing the point that I keep saying. No man can prove his faith, in quotation marks, unquote. Also, he says that the Quran, which he loves quoting from, says to kill or convert anyone who is not a Muslim. Again, this is just to show, and I made it in caps lock. Bill O'Reilly lied that he said Barack Obama never said this. So this guy wants to tell me what's wrong with my country's politics. Can you believe this?
Well, I mean, the thing with the Quran is that Obama's not really Muslim. I mean, he was the governor of Chicago.
I don't even care about his religion. Religion has nothing to do with politics anymore. It's senseless.
I know. The thing that he puts religion into politics.
Well, yeah. All right. So this is the third comment. He said no. Before I start, this guy he's very stupid. He's ignorant, and he's never lived in this country. And he's from Spain. His English is horrible, and he thinks he knows more about politics in my country than he does. So,
I'm pretty sure my Spanish is as bad as his English.
let me continue reading. This is what Power for Workers said. No, we should talk about it because USA, he calls us USA, is a dangerous country for every other country. We don't want a Republican beast, he puts in quotation marks, in USA government to strike us and conquer the world. That's it. And who is the brainwash? The liberals or you? The third generation of some immigrants that I suffered a lot to reach USA. And you say foreigners can't think about politics in your pseudo country. This is what I say to Power for Workers. I say this. I see you are on a page of I see on your page you are pro-socialist and you like talking bad about good organizations. Would you like to have a liberal government that strikes the world equal? Who believe that they should spread the wealth and tax us to death, spend billions and go overboard? I think people who don't live in my country shouldn't open their mouths. Have you experienced my country, the effects? Republicans, free your mind. Liberals want everybody at a line. So, what do you guys think?
You can go.
I'm not, look, that's just taunting and insult right there. If you want my opinion, I think it goes both ways. I think Republicans want you to be in line on some issues. I think liberals want you to be in line on some issues. One example I think the Republicans would definitely so badly want back is the creationism in schools. They just want you to keep you in line and not question that at all. Or at least the conservative Republicans.
Oh, this is the last comment he says. And before I read what he says, prepare yourself for some language. Because I'm just going to show you. This is what happens to liberals when they know they've been beaten and they have nothing else to say. Alright, and this is what Power for Workers said. He said, okay, Republican, quote, unquote, your comrades are effing selfish. And he says, I'm not going to say it because, I don't want to bleep it, whatever. And you are the most powerful country in the world. Ha ha ha. Think about 9/11. 2 planes in your hearts. Man, listen, get out of that country. It's collapsing since Bushy, alright, he mocks our president, was there. By the way, I have been educated. You are the one that haven't been educated, asshole. I love my country system, our country's security, etc. You are expendable. We don't want empires. Go fuck Pol Pot or Mao and turn to the jungle.
Why would he say that? Why would he say we don't want empires when at one point in history they had the biggest empire?
Exactly. And listen, this is what I wrote. I laugh at you. Sad person. 9/11 doesn't make our country weak. You still never answer my question about if you lived here. You get madder like all liberals that go on a rampage because they get proven wrong. I don't care if you like your country. How is saying America is the most powerful country in America selfish? It is a fact. And I would be more than happy to give you a 300-page report about our history and other info. You lose your cool like other liberals. Sad.
What I have to say is, the thing about mocking Bush is that Bush screwed up our market because he let people, as I said in a couple podcasts ago, that Bush let anybody get loans, even if you have a credit score. Yeah, he screwed up our country, but it was a bad decision. Okay.
Yeah. Because
He said U.S. is selfish. We were one of the first countries in Haiti. So
Well, this guy's not smart at all. He's probably younger than me, and he's opening his mouth. How we're saying that America's the most powerful country in the world selfish? What, we're gonna lie and said we're not the most powerful country in the world?
We give a lot of money to other countries.
Of course, and this kid knows nothing. So I want you guys on YouTube, if you go to this guy's account, his name is Power for Workers. I'd like to tell you this. On his page, you know what he wrote? He wrote on his page description, Hail Hitler. And he's pro-communism and
What?
pro...
That doesn't make any sense. Okay, that dude's a hypocrite. How
Yeah.
can you say Hail Hitler and be pro-communist at the same time? That makes no sense.
I don't know, but he says that on his page.
He's contradicting himself.
Of course.
Hitler was in a fascist sort of government. Communism has nothing to do with fascism.
He says on his page, he likes the way Hitler ran, but he doesn't like some of his mentalities, but he still likes Hitler in some way.
Hitler was an idiot. He was only good for persuasive speaking.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a Power for Workers right now. He's Russian. I'm look at his stuff. He's Russian.
No, he's not Russian. He's from Spain.
Look, I mean, maybe he's both.
What? You're on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Look at his thing. Look,
What is it again?
Power for Workers. Like if you go to Romans thing and then go down, you'll see.
You see, he opens his mouth.
Crazy people.
Of course, right?
I mean, don't talk if you don't know what you're saying.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell this guy. This guy doesn't live in my country.
It makes you look stupid.
Of course. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He comes from another country, and that's what makes me mad. You know, alright, it says here on his profile, he is, he says he's anti-fascist, anti-fake communist, anti-ultranationalist, anti-KKK, pro-socialist, he's pro-socialist, pro-democracy, and then pro-socialism. How is that possible?
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Do you see it? Are you on his page?
Maybe he could be a combo of both.
But look, look, it looks like lots of Russians and Nazis like him.
I know.
You look at it, you see his page, he's got lots of Nazi-loving people. Volksfront people, gang members.
Look, he has a guy named Vladimir Lenin, of course.
Vladimir Lenin 49, and then there's like Evil Mick 66 is a devil worshipper. And then we got the Rockstar 08876, he's a Nazi. And, these people disgust me. You know what? It doesn't matter. They're not from our country. Let's be Republicans here, and we don't care what these weak-minded liberals have to say. We'll keep to ourselves. And, it's a sad thing, because let's see what he wrote on my page. On my page, he wrote, so let's start talking. Okay, you criticize Democrats. Why? Because Democrats want to give a free medical health care to everyone? Because they want more public schools? And you defend Republicans because they spent proud and young soldiers to Iraq? Because they want you to pay hundreds of dollars when you go to the hospital. And please, don't think this is some kind of offense. It's just a political debate. So what do you have to say? Do you agree? Do you want universal health care?
I mean, I honestly don't.
Because, that's just a plan for the New World Order to pop right in. Universal something. Universal this. Universal currency. Universal government.
Yeah.
It's a scary thought. Alright, let's wrap this up, and thank you guys for listening to the podcast edition of the Republican Talk Show. Thank you, Elliot, for being on my show, and thank you, Bo, for being on my show.
Yep.
No problem.
Alright, you guys may be on my next Republican Talk Show. Maybe we'll make it tomorrow night or tomorrow morning. Thank you for listening, guys, and this is Roman Blevins for the Republican Talk Show. Good night.